All right, hello everybody. This is Zaxter99. I want to go ahead and put a complaint out there, and this complaint is about eBay. Now, way back before Amazon was popular, eBay was a lot more popular way to both sell items and buy items online. You'd buy it from another user, and back in the day, eBay fees would eat you up when you were selling, but that's still the case today. But the problem today with eBay is that you have no way of knowing who to trust on eBay and who not to. At least back when I used to do it back before like Amazon, back in 2004, 2006, stuff like that, when I used eBay, if somebody didn't pay for an item or if you got, shipped something that was bad or broken or whatever, you could immediately go online and leave feedback and leave a negative feedback for somebody. Nowadays, as you see here, I haven't used eBay in a long time, but I recently tried to sell a couple of PS4 games that I couldn't sell on Craigslist and sold them. And the guy did a buy it now, the buyer here, did a buy it now immediately for $34.99, as you see here. Now, if you look at this guy here, feedback, you see that he's at 100%, nothing but positive feedback. Well, it lets you give positive feedback if, he would have paid or whatever. However, this guy took 8 days, didn't make a payment, made no contact attempt to me. Now, I sent him out, 3 or 4 nice messages saying, hey, bud, when are you going to pay? When do you plan on paying for this? Let me know what's going on. Never got a response once. I sent him like 2 or 3 different invoices for the price. So he had no excuse, he or she had no excuse for not paying for the item. Finally, after like the 5th day of no payment, no contact, I had to put in a closed case or whatever, a case to try to get my money back for an unpaid item. And that took like 3 or 4 days to actually complete. So he got notification that I put in a dispute or whatever for no payment. He still didn't pay. He or she still didn't pay for the item, still didn't send me any kind of message or whatever, even though I was asking him what's going on. And before I actually closed the case, I was able to close the case. Before I actually closed the case, I tried to go in here to more actions, and I tried to leave feedback and leave this guy a negative feedback, so at least people would know, hey, this guy had at least had, one situation where he bid on something and didn't pay. Well, it wouldn't let me actually leave feedback. So I went ahead and closed the case so that I could get my feedback. So it says eBay note this unpaid item case closed without payment, and you received a final value fee credit. Now, it said when I closed the case that eBay would take action against this person. However, they still have a 100% positive feedback. Anybody that deals with them thinks that, they're totally legit and nothing but 235 positive feedback. Well, it's obvious from this that this guy could have had 1,000 unpaid items and nobody would know, because there's no way to actually leave a negative feedback on eBay for this kind of a user. This is a big problem. And this isn't just frustrating to me because I didn't get paid. Yeah, it's an inconvenience to me. But I see this as being a huge problem with eBay if you can't ever leave negative feedback. Now, I understand back in the day, they probably had a problem with people leaving negative feedback after, 24 hours of non-payment or, all kinds of just minor stuff. But I think bidding on an auction and wasting somebody's time, more than a week of their time, and not paying, not even trying to make contact, not responding to, messages or anything, I think that's a huge problem. Imagine if this was a $3,400 item, Imagine if I was depending on this money as a seller, and I got a bunch of people like this. This is nonsense, and this is not a way that eBay should be handling, non-paying bidders. Like it said, I know that when you sign up for eBay or whatever, it says if you bid and win an auction, that is a contract. You have a contract to pay for that. And here we see that it means absolutely nothing. So I want to know what you guys have to say about this problem on eBay. This is in addition to, the huge cost of fees on eBay and then on PayPal as well. Huge fees that a seller would have to pay for selling items on eBay. But besides that, now you got this kind of a problem. I don't even see eBay as worth using anymore, especially when you have Craigslist for free in your local area. You're definitely going to get paid before you give somebody the item. Granted, I didn't give this person the item, but still, just a waste of time and, a hassle for nothing. And I think that you should be able to at least give people like this a negative feedback. But I want to know what you guys have to say. What kind of problems have you guys noticed with eBay? Maybe you guys have had the same problem, or maybe you guys have come across another problem on eBay that you'd like to let me know about down in the comments down below. Be sure you put that. I do read every comment on every video, even if this video is 2 years old. You know, you're watching this video 2 or 3 years after I made it. I still read every comment for every video, so be sure you put those comments down below. Be sure you rate my video. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching. This has been Zaxter99, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.